Aloha, everyone, and welcome back to the program. Now, typically I start the show with some bullshit, but I'm not going to actually do that today. Now, maybe it's because the Tigers still have my brain all kind of messed up. Maybe it's the 14 pounds of road grime that's still stuck in my beard from the ride earlier today. Or maybe it's just simply that when you got Gary Moore queued up, it's just better to shut up and play, which obviously I didn't do, so sorry. Anyway, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, comment, because it is Gary Moore, and it's still got the blues. Holy shit!
Used to be so easy to give my heart away, but I found out the hard way. There's a price you have to pay. I found that love was no friend of mine. I should have known. After time, so long, it was so long ago, but I've still got the blues for you. It used to be so easy to fall in love again. It's a road that leads to pain. I found out that love is more than just a game. You play in the wind, but you lose just the same. So many years since I've seen your face, but here
Holy shit. Holy hell, Gary Moore, still got the blues. First of all, am I the only one who was watching that whole thing and just thinking, damn, what a beautiful guitar. That it's not a Sunburst, just gold top Les Paul, like an old school gold top Les Paul. If you know that description, if you know the model type, put it in the description below. I'd really like to know more about it. But holy shit. Now, of course, not the first Gary Moore song I've heard. It's not the first Gary Moore video I've watched. But every single time, it's just the same sort of reaction. It's kind of mind-bending, to be honest with you. You know, the last episode featuring Boss Skaggs, I mentioned the combination of virtuosity and variety. At least I think it was Boss Skaggs. It might have been someone else, might have been a different episode. I think it was pretty recent. I tend to forget these things, but either way, it is a perfect description of Gary Moore, who has influenced far more guitar players than his fame, I guess you may think, would allow, right? So his impact is here, even though his fame level is much lower. Joe Bonamassa, who has always really said that Gary Moore was one of his major influences, wrote in Guitar World, he said that Gary Moore had a phenomenal tone and a touch. And of course, we've talked about this so many times on the program. There's one thing that guitarists point to. It's tone. Guitar players love tone, probably more than anything else. And it's one of the first things that Bonamassa went to when talking about Gary Moore's talent. Going on in the article, Bonamassa said that Gary also had a highly expressive finger vibrato and a great sense of melody, which we just saw. And it said he was able to weave incredibly huge thematic riffs together to create great performances for songs such as Still Got the Blues, what we just heard, and Parisian Walkways, the song that we featured about 10, 11 months ago. And then he finished up kind of the article after talking about more technical stuff, saying Gary Moore had infinite passion and musical ideas like Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimi Hendrix. That, my friends, is a short list. And that's all I really got for you today. Hey, look, I appreciate you stopping by as always. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Just let me know how you're doing. And again, thanks for stopping by. See you again real soon. Y'all take care, all right?